Hey guys, I've seen a lot of confusion about how stamina works in Rise, and for a while we assumed that it works pretty much like it did in World, but there's been a lot of changes in Rise about stamina, so I wanted to make a quick video to go over those and explain what we found out. So very quickly before we talk about Rise, the way it worked in World is that the stamina reduction was capped at 50%. It means that you had to find the best combination of Constitution, Dash Juice, and Canteen skills to reach the cap at 50% or to get close to it. There was no use to go above the 50% stamina cap. Fast forward to Rise, and this has been changed drastically. And keep in mind before I start talking about numbers that the game hasn't been fully data mined yet. So all the numbers I'm gonna talk about in the video have been found through in-game testing. And a lot of the groundwork has been done through different communities, especially the Asian community that has found a lot of this information. And unfortunately in the West, it's not so easily available, all those information. With that said, let's get to it. So the first big change in Rise is that the overall cap has been increased from 50% to 75%. However, it's not that simple. Back in World, to reach the 50% stamina cap, you could basically use any combination of stamina reduction item and reach the cap that way. In Rise, it works differently. We have two categories of stamina reduction source. You have your internal stamina reduction, so that's your Constitution skill from 1 to 5, and your Fighter Canteen food skill. And you have your external stamina reduction source. So that's your Dash Juice, that's your Butterfly on the map, that's your Hunting Horn stamina reduction song, and that's your Cat stamina song. So let's take things slow and let's talk about the internal stamina reduction first. This one is pretty easy. You have only two sources. You have Dango Fighter and Constitution. Constitution adds 10% stamina reduction per level up to the cap at 50%. And Dango Fighter by itself is 20% stamina reduction. Those numbers are multiplicative and not additive. That means that to reach the cap, you either need Constitution 5 or Constitution 4 plus Fighter. Constitution 3 plus Fighter is a 44 stamina reduction, so it's not too bad if you're short on slots. I'll let you look up for it online, but it's really easy to get Dango tickets, so eating for Fighter every time should not be an issue. And because of that, Constitution 5 is a bit of a waste, so my recommendation is to get Constitution 4 plus Fighter, or if you're short on slot, at least Constitution 3 plus Fighter. Okay, so let's talk about the external reduction now, and like the internal reduction, it is also capped at 50%. And that I know of, there are three main items of external reduction. We have the Dash Juice / Butterfly, we have the Hunting Horn stamina song, and we have the Cat stamina song. The butterflies are the endemic life on the map that boosts your stamina. And the reason I put them in the same category is because they have the exact same effect, which is 25% stamina reduction, and they do not stack together, so you can use one or the other. As you can see, the Hunting Horn song by itself meets the 50% stamina reduction. That means that if you have a Hunting Horn in your party and they play the stamina song, you do not have to eat Dash Juice or you do not have to pick up the butterflies. That won't add up to anything. So my advice if you're playing solo is to run with two Palicos, each of them having the Go Fight Win song to increase your chance of having the song more often. And that with a Dash Juice will bring your external reduction to 44%, which is really good. If you add that to the recommended Constitution 4 plus Fighter from earlier, you will get a total stamina reduction of 72%, which is insane. And if you only have either the Dash Juice or the Cat song, but not both at the same time, then you have a total reduction of 62.5%, which is still very good. To conclude, and here are my recommendations, you always want to have at least Constitution 3 plus Fighter, and if possible, Constitution 4 plus Fighter. On top of that, I do recommend to have the song Go Fight Win on one of your buddies, and to drink a Dash Juice in every quest. If you cannot afford a Dash Juice, make sure that you pick up those butterflies on the map. It may seem coming from World that this is a lot of stamina reduction, but keep in mind that since we lost the quick shot, we have less stamina management tools with the bow. So having more stamina reduction is a big help with that. But that's it for today. I know that was a video that was a bit more confusing than the others, so if you have any questions or if there's something that I didn't explain well enough, ask me in the comment sections and I will try to answer. Alright, see you next time.